This is WSN. Love it or leave it. The underdog's on top, and you can either agree or disagree with her. But either way, the tribe is all here. This is a Tribe Called Jess. You can call the show anytime at 855-77-WYLDE. That's 855-779-9533.
And welcome to a Tribe Called Jess, and the tribe is all here, and I can hear metal music in the back of my mic because we are having a concert here tonight, but I'm going to get through this.
Let's go, metalheads.
Get ready for Limp Bizkit on Sunday.
It's about the what she said. She said what?
We're going to do it all for the nookie,
I already have my biscuit limp.
Hello. Come on, turn me up just a little bit. Thank you. Well, welcome to a Tribe Called Jess. The tribe is all here. I'm Frank the Tank, Frankie Diaz.
Yo.
And I have Julio July Diaz. Your month is almost over, so suck it up while you can, because next week it'll be August when we're here. And how is that possible, guys? How is that even possible?
I know.
I feel like we were just at New Year's.
Crazy. This year has gone by quick.
And I have my lifer, Jeff. He's flashing in and flashing out. And I have Johnny Caniford back there running all things.
Hey.
Hey. Here.
Hello. I can't hear shit out here. Sorry.
That's okay. And we are coming to you live from the Salisbury Studios, fueled by Monster Energy. Thank you, Monster. Thank you, Monster. And on the Wylde Style Network. And you can join our YouTube chat live. Go to the Wylde Style Network on YouTube and Tribe Called Jess, and we are live. And I never know what you're gonna say, but you never know what I'm gonna say either.
It's YouTube for the Spanish.
YouTube.
YouTube. So excited about that. I've loved the participation the last few weeks, and it's been awesome.
Yeah, it's been good.
And then a shout out to our new sponsor, BetStamp and Sign Up Expert. Super excited about this, guys. It's a great opportunity for you to join our favorite sports books to get the best odds and new user offers. So super stoked about that. Go to signupexpert.com/wildstylenetwork.com. That's WYLD, guys, wild with a Y. And it'll be specifically tailored to your area. And unique offerings within that area. So that's really cool. And the cooler thing is, guys, it gives us the opportunity to continue to bring you great content. So we really appreciate it. So let me repeat that one more time, because the NFL season is coming.
I know, just in time. Put some money on them teams.
Put money
Football, baby.
And keep Tribe Called Jess and Birdness.
I know.
Shoot, I'm about to make a bet to see how long it's gonna take Frankie to, bitch at his team this season.
Whatever.
Me too. So once again, guys, that is signupexpert.wildstylenetwork.com. Go get started, and super stoked to have this partnership via no workbook wagering, but for all the pods.
Correct.
Super awesome.
Take a chance, make some money.
Take a chance, make some money.
And bang your
Money is
bookie.
my favorite. And bang your bookie. 'Cause we're born to bang, and they want to bang their bookie.
Absolutely.
What else? You can call the show anytime at 855-77-WYLD. That's WYLDE. That's 855-779-9533. For those of you like me who don't like to spell out numbers. Real quick, before I forget, I forgot to shout my baby girl, Carrie Ann. She turned 29.
That's right.
On
Happy
Saturday.
birthday, Care.
Happy birthday,
No, not
baby.
30.
I know.
Even better.
It's her last year of torture. I hate it. I mean, I love my 20s, but looking back, I'm like, oh, God.
Fuck your 30s.
30s are awesome.
Come on, you know you're.
And 40s
Jessica
are
acting like she remembers her 20s.
Whatever. I remember everything.
I know, I hate
I
that.
have the memory of an elephant. You asked me what I did 5 minutes ago, and I'm like, yeah, I have no clue. You asked me my phone number and the pizza shop from when I was a kid. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. But I don't forget. People timeline their memory with me. They're like, Jess, and I'll remember what
Yeah, you're
happened.
pretty good.
And then our friend Shayna, her birthday was yesterday.
Right.
So, and July 24th is honestly my favorite day of the year. I love the month July. I love the number 24. So besides my birthday, my favorite day.
I know. Didn't you say you got married on that date?
I did, but that's not why it's my favorite.
No, I'm saying it's.
I mean,
That's what you
we're
chose it, though.
divorced.
Yeah, but that's why you chose it
why I
because it was your
chose
favorite. Yeah.
It is my favorite. Like, I just love the month of July. So, although this week hasn't treated me well, I was slightly under the weather and we almost didn't make it tonight.
I know, that's crazy. But you look good, though.
Here.
Yeah. You might not feel 100%, but you look 100%.
I don't feel like I did. Like, I do not get put down, but I got put down.
I know.
Anyway, and then I wanted to say Anthony Atala, the interview I did at 12 After 12, he is an electronic tech house DJ.
Oh, yeah, I
He
saw
owns the
that.
label Incorrect. I did the interview with him back in June, and that is now posted, Getting Wild with Jess.
Yeah, I started watching it.
So I have that on my Facebook page, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Really, really
It's a
funny.
little hard to understand you because you're just drooling, you know?
Oh, guys, stop.
Her mouth was open
I
more
was
than
like,
usual.
I mean, he is a beautiful man, but I don't. And gorgeous eyes, but I don't think. I was not thinking that. I can say that. I was not thinking.
Okay.
Like, remix this interview.
Turn my
Anthony,
tables.
I'm so
Turn my
sorry.
tables.
He actually listened to the whole thing last night, and he hit me up this morning. He was like, "That was really funny. Like, it was fun."
Good, yeah,
And I
yeah.
thought. It was an honor to do it, and I really like tapping into that side of myself. I wanted to make sure I brought out unique questions because I think interviews with people in a certain genre are always monotonous.
Yeah.
And I want to find like something different about it. So I felt like for not having a lot of experience, I did pretty well. But
Well, you always do your research and you always have really good questions and you know music, so.
well, yeah, that was a benefit. And yeah, I do the research, but
Yeah.
I'm just like I am a deer in headlights. I just play it off super well.
I think you feel that way, but when you're doing it, it's
Doesn't
like
show.
professional, straight up.
Well, the first time I did this
Yeah.
pod, it was 6 times the first 6 times I literally thought I was gonna puke.
Eh.
Johnny Caniford, what did you want to say? I saw you back there.
I think he's just singing along.
I was just saying, I love it when you're by yourself and it's just these two giving you shit, and you're just in there swinging, but you're not going down. You're just you're just punching, busting kneecaps and ankles left and right. You're just not taking nothing.
I'm used to it. I've hung out with all guys most of my life.
It's just like if I'm going down, I'm taking
I'm
at least
not
one of them
hurting
with
my
me.
knees for any good reason. That's for sure. So anyway, so we have that. Let's see.
When's your next interview, though? You're interviewing soon, right?
Well, we'll talk. It will be soon. But
Is it the one for August 26th?
the one I wanted to do, we have plenty of so I'm trying to work what I can. So more to come.
Oh,
But
no.
I'll be doing different interviews.
I hope it's
'cause
the dirty one.
It's a whole series, not even because we did with Drinks in the District at 12 After 12, the Super Sober Party, and we interviewed a lot of them. That's live on
Yeah.
Wylde Style's page. And then there's lots of people that have reached out to me. So we have some things in the hopper, and I just go through with Jeff and see what makes sense. 'Cause
Ooh.
we want it to be diverse and make sure that people can jump on the wagon and watch.
Yeah.
Is the one with Misha up too?
No, yes.
Spoilers.
They'll be up. We'll have Misha up, Bill Gurley up. Give me a chance.
All right.
What's going on?
Of course. Just hurry the
I
fuck
need
up.
stuff to watch during lunch.
Take your time, but hurry the fuck up.
All right, so on to the fun shit. The Olympics start. Official opening ceremonies tomorrow.
Okay.
Yo,
And I'm super excited about Snoop. No.
is Snoop like
No.
performing at the
No,
Olympics?
he's carrying the torch.
Oh, that's even better.
Or lighting.
It's a giant
right?
blunt.
Is he
It's not a
lighting?
torch. It's a giant.
Can you imagine if he just takes the torch and just lights one?
He stopped smoking weed, though.
I believe it when I see it.
He says he did. Snoop's not really ever been a liar.
Did Martha Stewart like finally convince him to stop?
I don't know. I think he just finally, your own mortality starts to check your ass.
I mean, I think he probably reached the point where he smokes and doesn't feel anything. So it's like, what's the point of this?
I probably needed to notice. But I've never, not my thing. But anyway,
Yeah.
what are you most excited for with the Olympics?
Well, to be honest, I'm already getting what I wanted. It's been a lot of content of the athletes actually talking about their living arrangements.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
beds are made of cardboard.
Yeah, they did. So this is an energy efficient. They were able to pull it off. Nobody said they would. But what did they say about that?
No, because well, first of all, there's like, oh, it's because you can't hold the weight of 2 people, so people can't.
Can't be fucking.
Yeah. So in honor of just celibacy, the Olympics too is staying celibate. No, but it's there was I think it was either a Swedish pair of girls that were doing like things that we tested on the bed to see how sturdy they were, and it was backflips, wrestling moves, cannonballs. I mean, those beds are like they were definitely made to last.
I know this show's not about that, but you guys know I'm a reader. Like I watch interviews all day, totally different form than anything we talk about, right? And speeches and this and that. I like to do that, and I did watch the whole thing on how Paris was able to make this happen. I mean, it is pretty incredible. And they built one new stadium. We're able to what do you call that when you redo something?
Recycle.
Yeah, but there's something.
Use.
Same thing.
Use, reduce,
Fair
recycle.
enough. Let's not carry on. But if you have time, take the time to educate yourself, read about it. It's a fascinating story, and just speaks to that we're able to do, more energy efficient things. If they can do it, we definitely can do it, and we need to be doing it. It's important. It's important.
Absolutely.
So anyway, I am excited for, of course, Simone Biles. It's always incredible to see her and the comeback after Tokyo. But I am excited for breakdancing. I cannot wait.
Breaking 3.
Who remembers breaking? You remember breaking?
Well, I just saw a clip on
so
Insta. I think
exciting.
I just saw a clip on Instagram or whatever, Reels. Jean-Claude Van Damme is extra in one of those breakdancing movies.
Oh, really?
I'll send it to you. It's at the scene at the beach. I think they're like battling.
Yeah.
And then you see Van Damme doing his, remember those movies
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
does?
yeah.
You just see him in his Speedo biker one outfit.
His onesie.
Yeah, his onesie.
I heard Turbo's going to be a judge.
Who?
Turbo?
Oh, really?
No.
He said no.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. Sorry.
Turbo from Breaking.
I just got it. It took me a sec. Sorry. Went overhead. I used to torture my mother watching that movie, like on VHS.
Yeah.
Over and over.
I used to I stopped breakdancing when I tried to do that head spin and I twisted my neck. I was like, okay, never again.
I can
You
do
did the breaking part, not the
I
dance.
can do the back spins. I mean, I need like a basketball floor or something. I mean, I'm not busting it out on a carpet.
Yeah.
I thought I could do it. I mean, I don't know if it looks that good, but I like the worm. I can kind of do the
Don't worry.
thing, and then I'm like, I got this down to a science.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I tried the other day. I'm like, yeah, I suck. I was gonna make a TikTok, and I'm like, don't embarrass yourself.
I mean, now you just walk like this because you're old and stiff. Like, break. I mean, now we could break dance because we're old.
Breaking.
Me and Jeff have the whale and walrus covered.
Wow.
Oh my God, guys, stop it. Stop.
I think the U.S. has a good chance.
I love
I mean,
you guys.
we used to have that show, America's Best Dance Crew,
Yeah,
and we got the Jabberwockies. Those guys were always awesome.
I think we're gonna do awesome. And I also live for track and field. I'm actually a really good runner, and nobody believes me except my gym coaches who are like, holy crap, you're fast.
Wait, isn't also flag football an event now at the Olympics too?
Yeah, it's a bunch of
I
stuff.
think you're correct. I'm, me, if I don't know, I'm not gonna say, John, flag football thing.
I'll get back to you.
He's gonna check for us. So anyway, super excited. I'm gonna watch tomorrow live on TikTok, probably with everybody else. I enjoy the little TikTok lives.
Oh,
And I
it starts
can-
tomorrow.
Yeah, the actual ceremony's tomorrow. So tune in, guys. Important to support our country. Yes.
There's flag football.
Soccer, swimming. I like swimming,
Yeah,
soccer,
I like it all.
gymnastics.
I find the winter ones a bit boring. I like.
I watch zero winter.
Yeah, and I don't mean anything because the athletes work really hard, but I find it a bit boring. Who said walrus? that was John Caniford, my AV guy, Mike. That was hilarious.
It is.
That was hilarious. All right, on to the fun stuff. Tribology. We got some questions in. Frankie presented some questions, and this is a new segment we're doing, guys, and I know I haven't this week. I didn't market it like I wanted to, but we're gonna ask you to write in questions, advice. If you want to know shit about us, I think we're pretty awesome. We have some wild stories, but advice on fitness, dating. I don't care if you want advice on your car. I'll go find out.
Advice
Yeah.
on what to eat.
But we did get some questions in, and then I had some people ask me some weird questions. So, Jeff and John, I think I feel even bad saying this, but somebody asked me, and I kind of got it.
Okay.
They said, identical twins, when you have identical twins, isn't there always one that's hot and always one that's not so hot? And I was like, okay, well, I don't know if I go that far, but yeah.
Like Lisa
Just like,
Tracker.
then I started going and comparing twins. I mean, just images online and twins, and I'm like, yeah. And how do you know?
I like how she looks at me and asks me that
I
question.
know.
Well, Jess, I know Frankie's the uglier one because
What's everyone's body count? We have our YouTube questions.
Jeez.
this year or
We to answer your questions, we have 2 episodes on that. You might hear it, you may not.
You have to listen to the episodes.
it's more than one.
John, do you think, and Jeff, do you think identical twins, one is better looking than the other?
It depends on how identical they are.
I mean, when I looked at identical twins, I tried to do not people I know. I would feel really bad, but one always, even though they're identical, a little bit prettier than the other, better looking.
Probably.
Yeah. Frankie?
Okay, the
I
latest.
feel bad saying
The
it.
latest twins I saw were these hot blondes on the internet, and they both look hot. One didn't look better than the other one.
Which one did the filter look better on?
I mean, the ones that I've known are.
Identical. Like
yeah.
Eternal.
I'm talking about identical,
I
yeah.
never really thought about it. And
Me
then I
neither,
was,
they're
like,
just-
looking, and I'm like,
I mean, they're no matter how identical they are, there's still some similar.
no, they look exactly alike, but there's just like some of them. When I was looking, one looks more harsh than the other. I don't think better looking or hotter is even.
One of them has more
Just in
daddy
case,
issues than
just
the
in case our cousins are listening, I think they were both ugly. No, I remember one of my cousins, like you know,
You're
no,
being serious.
not about ugly. Like they're like really, like their mom would always be like, I'm like, I can't distinguish who's who, and she's like, what are you talking about? They look completely different. Like the parents, like the mom especially, says, you know, that she can see how different they look. I think maybe you know what? Let's call our family that has twins and be like, be honest, who's the ugly
I
one?
only knew one set of twins in our family, and they all look the same.
I'm curious to what our viewers think if anybody sees identical
Oh.
twins. Because I mean, I'm not again. I do a little bit of a character myself.
Yeah.
And honestly, if 2 people they're both good looking, whatever. They're both nice. Good looking is relative, right? John, can you turn me up just a little?
And the problem is when you choose the wrong twin.
But I do.
No, I just don't.
I think
I can't
twins
see
have
it.
done that. They've done the switch up.
Yeah, I'm
They
sure
have
that's
done
an
the
old.
switch up, for
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
100%.
Yeah.
I've heard of that happening. That's awesome. It's like, dude, I don't want him, but you like him, cool, go. He'll never know. I mean, that is kind of awesome.
Yeah, why
Have
not?
an option to get out
I just
without
think it's
having
pretty. I still think it's kind of weird to see 2 people. That I wonder how if. I would like to interview some twins. It's like, how does it feel to like look at
I have
somebody?
friends, yeah,
You know,
it's
like
crazy.
that. It's like,
I mean, even when you're looking at family members that look a lot alike,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, that's like crazy because you can really see the resemblance.
yeah.
But anyway,
Can't
I thought,
relate.
Julio, any opinion here? No.
Oh no, I mean like if they do like we were talking about the switch up, I'm like great. I find out later. Okay, I got both.
Yeah, but do you think one looks better than the other?
I've
You ever
honestly,
look at
I've
that?
never really noticed. I mean, in my
Yeah.
mind, I was like, okay, cool. Twins. But like, oh,
Yeah.
one of them is their eyes slightly smaller than the other.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or you know, like their hair parts the other way compared to.
I wonder if their feet look identical.
Oh God, here
I
we
know.
go. He's gonna be. On this.
That's how you know. That's how you know they switched on you.
4 set of dude. 2 sets 4 feet. Wow, even better.
Chicken. My uncle looks like me. John, I have no. Oh, there we go.
So who's the ugly one? So who's the ugly one?
Who's
the ugly one?
who's the ugly one? That was funny. That was funny. My mic sound okay, guys? To you?
Yeah, I mean you always sound loud even without a mic. So.
Going in and out on me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Guess we broke that streak.
John, can I go?
Thank you.
John's out of here. He's doing the George Costanza.
I like it. So anyway, The other question you asked about. What did you ask about?
Oh, I was like,
Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. I cannot believe this.
Dude, that's hilarious. Even I know what it is. Like,
you ask it, Julio.
Something about
Oh
how
my God.
eyelashes.
You did not just do that.
Okay, so my question was, but you know how I'm horrible at phrasing questions. I don't want it to sound like I'm offending or attacking.
Just offend people.
Are
At this
women
point, who
offended
cares?
that men have nicer eyelashes than them?
I said no. My question was
Something like that, right?
my question was this. It was genuine, just like innocent question. Like, is that eyelash trend like a big thing because women are somewhat jealous that the men are the ones that have the nicest eyelashes?
I don't know where he asked this to me, and I'm like, look at Julio.
Naturally, that men have naturally nicer eyelashes.
Okay. First of all, well, I don't know. Look at Julio.
I didn't say I have really nice eyelashes.
Front and over there. I don't know what, like some men do. I mean, I had pretty I'm just like anything. Before you wear enough false eyelashes, they eventually destroy them. I mean, personally, false eyelashes have always been a thing. It's become a bigger trend because now they have the semi-perms. I mean, I won't do that. I don't have the patience.
Oh, the curly one.
I just put mine on every day, and I've gotten in arguments on Facebook about this, and people are like, women are not, it doesn't matter, blah, blah. I said, women are way better looking with false eyelashes on, side by side, way better looking.
Okay, so the issue, I don't want to say the issue I have. The concern that I have is that like everything in life, we always take it to the extreme, right? So at first it looked nice, natural. This next thing you know, they're like,
Okay.
3 times thick, 3 times the size.
I don't disagree with that. But I think with anything, you're going to have chicks. Jeff wanted to say something. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was going to give you an eyelash story.
Okay.
So back in the day, in my heavy metal days, when I had the eyeliner and the long hair and all that, one of my friends who worked at our tools, you may remember Kelly, recommended that I go get my eyelashes dyed because my eyelashes are pretty hurting and they're real light and stuff.
Yeah.
So she said, go see my friend Elena at this place in Centerville, and she'll do your eyelashes. So go get it done. And then like a month later, she chops off her boyfriend's dick.
Oh, that was her.
That was her. Elena Bobbitt was the person she sent me to get my eyelashes
Shut the
dyed.
front
Yeah.
door.
Right here. She threw it out right in by.
And she was Colombian too.
Columbus Grill, right across
Yeah.
by Joe's Pizza, right?
No, right by the field by the 7-Eleven on.
7-Eleven.
Yep.
Yep. It's right there by Columbus Grill.
I used to live 7 houses down from there.
Yeah.
That's insane.
If
Yep.
people are like, "Where do you live?" I'm like, "Oh, I mean, not too far from Lorena Bobbitt throughout the dick.
Dude, I
I'm
totally,
a dick toss
Not
away.
far from the penis.
Not far from the dick."
Just by the tip.
I totally forgot that was a local story.
What does that say, John?
That's
I can't see it
insane.
either.
I can't see that.
Which one? Nothing
make
worse
that-
than when you make out.
No, did Pamela Anderson give you?
License to use her tattoo. Oh, the barbed wire.
Frankie's just, oh, thank you. That's way better. Yep, Frankie just copying off Pamela.
I was
Nothing
like,
worse when you
titties.
make out and the eyelashes come off
I know.
sticking to your face.
How many times has someone made that comment?
What?
The Pamela thing. It's like
Just a couple.
yeah.
It's so long ago.
the fat person joke that someone makes against like me. It's like one of the first insults or something.
Man, the worst thing I was told is, Frank, if you're gonna get armbands for muscles, you have to have the muscles first.
Did you see Spicy Ron said nothing worse when you make out and the eyelashes come off sticking to your face? Well, then just stick something else on her face, and there you go.
Oh, you stick me, I stick you.
I'm just kidding.
Next, you know, the dicks are being tossed.
I'm just saying, women look better with eyelashes. I think over exaggeration of anything. And you got to know your face. And like, I have certain ones I won't wear because they bring my eyes down. But what eyelashes do, if you have a proper pair, is they lift the eye, and that it brightens the eye.
I mean, but that's why was the eyelash
Mascara.
That was mascara
Correct.
for. It would bring out
Correct.
your
What I will
eyelash,
say-
and then it in turn would bring out your eyes.
What I will say is women that have nice, longer, thicker lashes, do mascara only and don't ever use the eyelashes because eventually they do ruin your natural eyelash and it's a pain to get them back. But yeah.
I mean, I understand if you don't have any, like certain women, like really.
I mean, mine at this point, I just like it better and I just don't care. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like when they put the eye. It's just it's just the
pretty.
extreme that's kind of like silly.
I agree with you. I mean, I've seen some where I feel like the eyelashes are above their eyebrow, and I'm like, oh my god. But I mean, to each their own.
So,
right?
yeah. I'm not trying to put anybody down.
We're a fair dealer.
Yeah. Everybody has their own taste. Yeah.
All right, so moving on. This was another one Frankie asked, and we've had this discussion on the show before about. Say this, Frankie. This is all a part of tribology that we're doing each week. Do women mind a man's tummy when it gets heavier or more?
So no, the question was,
When men get pregnant?
I know, no.
When
no,
they're 7 months.
No, because I've through life experience, I realized women don't mind so much like a guy's belly, right? They always say, "Oh, I don't mind. I like your belly." Do they really mean that? Because most of us men are always talking about how we like a flat stomach on a woman. So it's such a really like double standard, right? So I was just asking if it's true. Do women don't really mind that a guy has a belly?
Do you mind that when a guy has a belly or a woman has a belly?
I'll be straight up honest.
I'll be honest.
I'm gonna be straight up honest.
And I'm gonna answer the question from my viewpoint.
My biggest what is it? When you're not happy with something, you're
Turned off?
No, I'll remember the word.
Insecurity.
Insecurity. So my biggest insecurity personally is my belly.
Right.
It always has been since I was a teenager. Like, no matter how flat I would get, I could never get the six pack to begin with, right? But like you said, that was always diet anyway. Yeah. So that's always been my insecurity, just my belly. So I hold myself to that standard, right? But when it comes to a woman, it's like hey, she has to have a flat stomach, not a six pack, but yeah, flat stomach.
Julio?
What I look just at a woman is their personality.
Fuck that. I don't want a flat personality.
I know. So if that's flat, then we are, not on the same page. I don't know. I'm not gonna say no, but I'm not gonna say like 100% yes. Like maybe at first it's something that I'll look at, but then afterwards it's like, yeah, it's whatever.
So I have a couple different ways I could go on this. So me personally, do I mind it? Like, so we're together, we're in a relationship, and now you have a belly. So at this age, at this point in my life, I would mind it for a couple of reasons. One, to me, it speaks to discipline and that we're not aligned in like kind of our goals in terms of health and stuff. And I would worry about health. I'm a worry wart. I'd be like, oh my God, because it is one of the number one reasons men have cardiac arrest after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, they always say the size of your belly dictates like your.
It does matter.
Your
Size of their heart attack?
Yeah, like your health of your heart.
I think
That's what my doctor said.
I think for women, I think you and I have talked about this, so I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
If they're in an insecure place with themselves and you're a certain way, it keeps them more secure with you, and vice versa, right? I think that's human psychology. More, I mean, when I've been more insecure with myself, I can say I've been there too, right?
Yeah,
I'm not checking myself. I'm just projecting and being like, okay, it's cool. But the other thing I would say, hey, sorry. Oshi, no.
Here's your playing to the drums.
Did you hear the drums?
Yeah.
You're very excited. Oshi got very excited.
He's about to go.
He's a drummer, bro. He's a drummer. See that, right?
Oh, you're very excited.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. My dog's here. You can't see. Oh, there he is. So, and the other thing I would say is I think a couple together can keep themselves, like, undisciplined. Like, they just get in that rut. And I don't think as you get older that's healthy. But I understand it's also extremely hard. I just think that health's important as you get older. And, a little bit goes a long way.
Okay, so.
Yes, I would mind.
Okay.
I would mind. I'm not saying you need to. Also, I get this misconception. Even with some of my exes, oh, you want a guy with a six pack. That is 100% not.
Yeah, we're not talking about six pack. We're talking about flat stomach or a belly.
Be clear.
Yeah.
Like there's also a difference between there's a little bit of fluff, Like, it's a lot of
Yeah.
work to keep. I mean, even me, I fluff up and then I have to cut in. You know that.
That's not the kind of fluffing we're
Not
talking.
that fluffy. I better be getting paid a lot more. But but yeah, I mean, I just think it's easy to stay that way, and it's easy to keep. I don't know. It keeps insecurity. Look at you, Oshi. You're just so handsome. So I mean, I think for health reasons, it's important as a woman too. And I think the double standard is such bullshit. I hear it from guys all the time. And I'm like, have you looked in the mirror, dude?
If she doesn't have natural eyelashes, I want
And
nothing to do
they
with
don't
her.
have eyelashes. Hell no. But I kind of does, like, when I hear guys sometimes talking about girls, I'm like, you need to go put in the work. How dare you? But I just keep my mouth shut because it's never going to end well. They're going to get very upset and hurt feelings.
Honestly, I just look at how many tattoos she has. I'm like, man, daddy issues.
Oh,
right
Hulu.
there.
Well, yeah, Hulu's
Like-
weakness is
Oh, is
tattoos.
it?
Yeah.
Daddy
That's his
issues.
fetish.
You think it's daddy issues with the tattoos?
No, but it just correlates in my mind to that.
Why?
Oh, it's just we were at a young age. We were what's the word I'm looking for?
Influence?
Influenced to like a certain type of female. Like it's a whole thing on the
I
internet.
feel like your mom does not. What?
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
like
it's like
tattoos
all
of
the
rebellion.
cartoons. Like a lot of cartoons and shows growing up, it was a lot of goth
What?
women with tattoos
For you
and stuff
too,
like
John?
that.
No, so there was this reel
Hold
that
on,
came
hold on.
out.
John, you too?
Yeah, I'm like smacked. Even Jeff just said it. Because sounds like John's talking right now. I mean, 100%. He's on. I'm on with him.
Why? Tell me.
Daddy
said that
issues,
sounded like
girls
Scott.
that have low. Oh,
That guy that just was on the microphone out
Oh,
there.
I thought you were talking about what he was saying. Never mind. Well, I agree with him regardless. And yeah, I think I think tattoos, like growing up, maybe a sense of rebellion for like what my parents would look for, and so
Yeah.
it's like I look for that, and I guess I look for someone who's like not what I want to take home to mom, but it's what I would like to have fun with.
John, but is there a limit for you? Is there like too much tattoos?
No,
See, to me, I like some tattoos.
I like it tastefully. I don't like it trashy. Like if it all ties in together, I like that. But if,
No,
if
but
it's
like-
all like you just got like whatever was the Free Friday tattoo,
Yeah, but
and-
if it starts going like up their neck, in the middle of their chest, on your face.
you know what? The older I get, the more I've started to like that.
Oh.
I mean,
One of my
love my wife,
exes
but I'm
in
the same.
So my ex in high school was sleeved up everywhere. Like
Yeah.
the opposite of what I gravitated to, but I don't mind the tattoos. It just depends.
Yeah.
I am picky. And Spicy Ron, why are daddy issues the best? Type us back and tell them why. Spicy Ron is on our YouTube chat, and we want to know why daddy issues are the best.
Hold on, can I throw a spin on this? Does it matter race for you with tattoos? Like, I think I find different races attractive with tattoos.
No, I'm racist without the tattoos.
No, he is not.
No,
Trying
it's.
to get us canceled.
I know.
Frankie.
I'm joking. I'm kidding. I'm
Goodbye
kidding.
again, TikTok.
No, to me, it's just about the amount and the areas that are used. Like, for example, one of the things that I'm not really a big fan of is that tattoo that the girls are putting between their breasts.
What?
The tattoo.
Put mic on.
Yeah, the tattoo they're putting, like, they do this thing, this design right between their breasts, and I personally don't like it.
Oh, no, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that yet.
And then I'm not a big fan of, like, if it's, like, on your neck and on your face.
For the girls.
Yeah, I mean, even on dudes. Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
keep it just to women, just in general.
Face, I don't. Like face, no. I mean neck. It depends. Again, I think it depends
Yeah.
on placement. But some of them I've seen are crazy, and like
Yeah, and then
very
some,
gross, and then some are okay.
and then some people who just put some like really ugly tattoos.
Yeah.
Just like I understand some
I'll
of them
never
like
get one, but I respect the work.
yeah,
I'll
no,
never
some
get
of them
one.
like it's really fine, nice, beautiful art. Like I'll tell you what I'm a big fan of. I do like the sleeves. Like the sleeves
Yeah.
look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do like also like maybe something like over the shoulder or on the chest.
Yeah.
I like the Rock.
Yeah,
That tribal
like the
one
Rock.
was?
Yeah, I also like.
Okay, I just like The Rock.
I know,
I
right?
mean, come on.
And I also like.
Rock can put tattoos like on his face, and he'll still be one of the hottest guys ever. I'll be fine with it.
Do we? Is it a leg sleeve? The one that's when it's the whole leg? Is that also called a sleeve?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it would be.
I like that too. I've seen some of the women that and like I said, even guys like tastefully. I like a lot of tasteful
I
stuff.
personally, I don't know why, but I never want them on me. But again,
Yeah.
like when I look at them on women or guys, I like the work if the work is well done, and I
Yeah.
respect it. I've never, not one. I just never have.
I think the girls that you see dressed up in like either dresses or turtlenecks and have that like little bit of tattoo showing, it's like it's that very clean look, but then it's like there's something else underneath there.
They're dirty.
Yeah, that's.
That just sounded so creepy.
Give me 5 minutes.
I know.
Give me
John
5
just
minutes. I'll be
sounded like
back.
he was gonna go over in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? You got to
she's wearing
change. What do you think? There's all these stains in these tablecloths.
What's underneath? What's underneath?
Just want to know. Just want to know.
God. Oh my God.
Is it getting hot in here? Or is it just?
Oh no, I've been hot for like
there's no AC.
that shot got me warmed up. I did one shot before we get him up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
A tattoo is tasteful tat. Like
No, we weren't talking about
no,
that,
how did we
but
lean into that?
I have no fucking idea.
We're talking about trashy tattoos in the sleeves.
and anything, and then I said the first thing I see is tattoos.
Oh yeah, what's his fetish?
Yeah.
His fetish.
Your fetish. Oh,
Yeah.
my fetish.
Oh no, but he was actually mentioning that there was this reel that it was saying how we are influenced into liking the women that we like from watching certain shows or movies
Growing up.
Like I used to like so.
I think that applies when you're a teenager. I don't, or early 20s. I think you.
Well, think about it, Jess. How much do I love white girls? Right?
No.
And my
No,
favorite
you
shows.
like super white girls.
All right, so my favorite shows were like when He-Man. Remember She-Ra? Like I was mentioning to him all these cartoons were like girl cartoons,
She-Ra.
and he was like, "What cartoons? Do you remember a show called Gem?"
Yep.
Yeah, there was all
Okay,
like
first of all, I recognize some of them.
yeah,
But yes, continue.
yeah, like Gem was like a big popular show when I was
don't
growing up.
feel like She-Ra was a super white girl. She was like a.
She was a hot blonde that was like.
white.
like Kelly from 90210 or Laura from Little House on the Prairie. Like that's what I think. That is what you when you're out and about and you see women. That is you. Like
Well, I'm thinking because of cartoons, because I used to watch cartoons all the time.
Yeah.
I used to watch TV all the time. I Love Lucy was one of my favorites. She was so funny.
Lucy, amor.
Hi, Lucy. She was so funny. I loved her.
Lucy, I
I
love
dream of
you.
Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right, moving on.
I do like half of the Brady Bunch.
I'm bored. I'm
I know, I'm
bored.
sorry.
If I'm bored. They're bored.
They're bored, yeah.
Yeah, right.
So any more? I had more questions, didn't I?
No, that was all.
That was
It's
it?
something about hands, and that's boring.
Hands.
Said
Hands.
something about softer hands, and nobody cares.
Oh, I was
like that
asking.
stuff.
I was asking her if women are offended or upset if their man has softer hands than them.
No one cares.
Yeah, right.
I've never any guy or woman like I'm like okay, we're pushing the envelope on
Like-
pickiness.
No, your hands are just
All right.
like super cloudy. That's what it is. All right.
We got into a discussion. Is it okay for the opposite sex to go out with their coworkers and mingle? And before we start, have you ever had any cool incidences? And we know what I mean by cool with our coworkers. Have we ever,
Unfortunately,
while your job's
unfortunately in my line of work, it's always been mainly dudes.
you can easily hit that.
Yeah, it's always been my coworkers have mainly always been men.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause they did construction and then landscaping.
I mean, I've never been like.
My guy construction workers would hit on me.
Never.
No, I was saying, like, I don't think of like I would go with like female coworkers, but I wasn't like in a serious relationship, so to make it be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was
Jeff,
trying
have
to
you ever
smash.
had any issues with your coworker?
Just gonna even get it out.
Well, the question was, is it an issue? You know,
This is how I met Jeff, not me doing anything.
would it be? Is it an issue if you go out too much with your coworkers? That's opposite sex. You know, you're always
But
with them
I
out all the
know,
time.
That's not
Yeah.
what I'm asking him. We're going round robin.
Oh.
Did anybody ever mingle with their coworkers?
I can't count how many times that's happened. I've gotten in trouble at work from it. You know about that.
That's what I was referring
Yes,
to.
I know.
I mean, just literally fell off her chair.
I used to be a manager at Hooters many years ago.
And we were on a bus.
Yeah, and
I was.
and then
I
after we
wasn't
got back
there.
from the bus the next Monday, there's a whole company-wide thing saying you're not allowed to drink on company events anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah. And then the next week it's like, hey, so what happened on the bus and at this trip? I was like, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. And then they had already gotten the girls to fess up to what happened. So,
And that's how the HR developed.
And that's how the Bang Bus came to
And then we
be.
had to wear longer shirts.
yeah,
Because
I changed policy, but some of the managers there still say that I'm the legend.
That story, I won't tell it, was legendary.
Yeah, I saw some of the guys that are still working there from 20, 30 years
Blair
ago.
still there?
Blair was like director of East Coast operations or something last time I talked to him.
Good for him.
Yeah,
It's a guy.
Good for him.
yeah.
All right, so anyway.
Fucking Jeff.
Yes, of course I have, but I'm not going to tell the story. It was dirty. It was
Jeff's
very
memoirs.
Dirty. I was a very naughty girl. It was a long time ago.
And
Long
so
time
that's
ago.
how the Bang Bus came to be.
Huh?
That's how the Bang Bus became a
No. And to I suck
At bass.
Make it OnlyFans, Jess.
Another one?
Another one. Breaking the
Probably not
celibacy.
gonna happen. Probably not gonna happen. Anyway, so in talking about this, I went onto Facebook and just kind of asked people, and I did a little bit of research. And what I found interesting about this is when it came to taking away the part about the actual going out itself, you know how people have a work husband or work wife? And basically it said 21% of people are okay with somebody having a work husband or work wife. 45% said it was not inappropriate. And what was funny is Gen Z and boomers were more likely to agree with it as to where millennials and Gen X disagreed with it. And what I found interesting about the work husband, work wife is this article by Newsweek was kind of saying, well, it's misconstrued. Most sexual relationships don't come of it. But then it goes on to say, hold on. They provide emotional support, stress relief, like-minded mentors, communication, and I forget what the other one was. And I'm like, isn't that kind of like what you get at home?
I don't know, like, so we're not banging?
Like, so and the comments, so then you kind of go on to, should I go out with these people? Now, there's times where you're put in positions like, hey, let's go grab a drink, go over this project.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Not consistently. I think a one-off is absolutely okay. So I get it. But here's my thing to this. It's kind of like if it sounds really bad, guys, but somebody made this comment like on Facebook if somebody's not as attractive and blah, 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 blah. And they made it to my post. They didn't quite say that. They were a little more blunt, but I didn't like the way it was put. But it is kind of true. Unfortunately, that is the way the world works. And my thing is this is what I wrote down. And then we'll talk about it. It said, hold on. It said to prevent you guys getting romantic as a work wife, work husband, or when you go out, they said, limit personal information. I'm like, you're fucking working together every day. Like, what? Avoid office gossip. Put boundaries and respect. Verbally set your boundaries. And I'm like, that's great, guys. You can do all that. But we all know if you spend so much time with someone and that's a lot of time. You were in the office. If you are in the office, a lot of time. Mm-hmm. And then we take that over to going out with someone more on a consistent basis. Okay. I said, here's my advice. It's tricky to navigate. It never ends well. Most times it never ends well. And I would always ask myself, is this necessary? Is it necessary to go out with this person and put my relationship at risk, make my spouse feel insecure? Because the article also talked about jealous spouses or boyfriend, other halves. And I'm like, well, hold on. If my man's calling me twice a week and going out with his chick coworker one-on-one, I don't think it's about jealousy. It becomes about respect.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking cool with that. And I always try to put myself in the other person's position. How would this make me feel?
Yeah.
What I would do is say, hey, babe, I'm going out with Ricky from the office. You want to come along?
Yeah.
And problem fucking solved. And if my husband, my man, my boyfriend, whatever that is, well, it won't be my husband. I highly doubt I'll ever get married again. But my point is, doesn't want to go, then do I really need to go? Probably not. And the other thing it talked about I'm trying to think. Oh, the misconception of other coworkers. And I'm like, come on, we all know. I felt like the article was kind of unreasonable. Like, of course, if you two are hanging out all the time, people are going to start to talk. I mean, that's human nature. You want to say you won't, but you're putting yourself in a precarious situation.
I agree, 100%.
The work husbands I have had in the past, they were strictly at work. Like, we'll just make up a name. Bobby Joe. I'm just making up. That's truly made up. He sat at the desk next to me. Both like-minded. We would talk out deals or, yeah, what's going on with your kids? Fair enough. Cool. That's it. Barely ever went to lunch together, but we had that camaraderie. I think it's a slippery slope. But a lot of people agree with it. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think it should be, there definitely should be boundaries because what tends to happen is you're going to start bringing whatever issues you're having with your significant other, you know, telling that person about it, and then you confide in them. And the emotional connection is what can make it dangerous, you know? It doesn't always, people always, oh, you know, as long as we're not having sex.
No.
It's rare where you just like, oh my God, I feel you like this, fuck. It's most of the time, it's like, you know, you little by little, like emotionally, mentally, you start like liking, you know, that connection, which could be dangerous. And the only thing is about jealousy you were talking about, sometimes we find ourselves talking too much about the work wife or the work husband. So then, of course, the other person's going to start feeling a little bit jealous because you're always mentioning them, talking about them. Oh, so-and-so will do this, or so-and-so did this. Oh, it was so funny. What's so funny? Oh, I just got to, you know, it's like, whoa, a little bit too much. First of all, people get jealous that you're at work too much. You know, like, I don't get enough attention. You're always at work. Now imagine saying you're always at work with your work wife. That just even adds more.
I mean, look, I'm going to come home and tell you about my day and be open and honest about my coworkers and who I speak to. You know how I am. I was one of those people like, get the fuck away from my desk. I'm trying to get, when I had to go to the office, which has been rare in my career ever. Like, I mean, way before 2020. So I just don't like that anyway. But I do think, you know, people are like, you're jealous. Well, people tend to accuse now there's always going to be these people that are extra jealous no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about
we're
those.
Not talking about those people. I mean, that they're going to be jealous if you go to the bathroom in a different, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I think when people say, "Oh, you're just jealous," then something, I don't mean nefarious is going on necessarily physically, like you said, but when you start getting, I would much rather, if I'm going to get cheated on, somebody physically cheat on me than emotionally cheat on me, because then you're just fried. I mean,
and then
not that I wouldn't break up, but I think the emotional cheat just hurts worse.
Well,
I've had both done to me.
Well, the thing also, when you one thing is spending time at work, then spending time outside of work because of maybe work functions. You're not obligated to go to every work function. And then they make plans like, oh, let's grab a drink, this and that. If you always want to like hang out and I come home, I think that says a lot too.
Oh, I mean, there's deeper rooted. I just think, in general, high level speaking, yes, if you're doing group functions, if it's a one-off and you're in a committed relationship, invite your other person. You know, that you are putting yourself. My grandma always said, your grandpa and I never had the problem because we never put ourselves in positions because we're idiots that think we're never going to bond with other people or have chemistry with other people. Of course we are. And commitment's a choice, and we pray you make the right choice.
Yeah.
But when you add alcohol and you're constantly with somebody and you might start making choices you'll later regret.
Correct.
Julio?
Absolutely. I totally agree 100%. Like, people know how they are. You know, like a little alcohol there, a little too much time with another person. You know, the relationship builds up, and it goes easily from coworkers to more than coworkers.
Sucking a dick in a car.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
On a bus.
Or a bus.
Or a bus.
You know,
Jeff, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
he's like smiling and grinning over there.
Jeff really in the flashbacks.
He's like, memories.
Yeah.
It's like when I...
Yeah, both those chicks were hot too. Real
They
hot.
were. Duh. I'm trying to remember who it was. We don't say their name because people around here probably know them, and I definitely know them.
But Grandma was right, you know.
Can we type them on the screen?
Can we type them on the screen?
Or text?
In the chat?
In the chat.
No, don't do that. No, oh my God, no.
But I agree with, I always agreed with your grandma on that statement. You know, because like when I'm at the strip club, girls are always like, oh, do you have a wife or a girlfriend? And I tell them straight up, I was like, if I was in a relationship, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
There would be zero need for me to be at the strip club.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think, guys, I think common sense comes into play here. I think we know in our gut what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
Look, I'll go out in group settings. Of course, you want to build work camaraderie. I will have, like Carrie and I, not that makes, I'm just saying, she's one of my greatest work friends. I have guys, Jeff, met through Rooters. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
There's great bonds to be formed that are friends, but I think we know when we're going to, your gut's telling you.
Yeah, correct.
And concentrate on what's at home. So love to hear feedback from everyone. John, real quick, I have something that kind of triggered people on Facebook, kind of triggered you. It was interesting to me, and we have a reel to play, and I hope we can hear it over all this stuff. So, John, if you can put that up. This is Sadia Psychology, and she's going to give a little secret to women. This was very triggering. Even I was like, well.
Guys, if you've been following my content for a while,
Can't hear
you
it.
know I have no loyalty to men.
We need to rewind because the first part's my favorite part. Sorry, guys. We'll get it up. We'll get it up. Get it, get it,
It's the internet.
It's the
Guys, if you've been
interwebs.
following my content for a while, you'll know I have no loyalty to men, women, dogs, cats, no one. Everybody can get exposed. I'm a whistleblower. I'm not one of those people that's like, I'm a girl's girl. No, to me, being a girl's girl is no different to being a racist. It's like taking sides with someone because you have one thing in common. And the thing that you have in common is not even something you've earned. It's something you're born with. It's dumb. Stop this movement. But what I will do to support girls is I need to explain something to you. If your man is depriving you of intimacy, your husband hasn't touched you in weeks, months, whatever it is, and he blames you for it. I'm not talking like workload, stress, or anything. He's blaming you. He's saying because you're disrespectful, because you start fights. He's hiding something. Either he's got a very strong porn addiction, or he goes to escorts, or he has a mistress. No man in the history of the planet has been able to deprive himself of a human need because somebody's rude to him. You don't stop going to the toilet because your wife's rude to you. So why would you stop wanting intimacy? You're lying to yourself. Now, they're going to deny this and be like, no, it's because she's so rude. She's so rude. Okay, next time she's rude to you, you are no longer allowed to touch porn, touch a mistress, or go to an escort. Let's see how long the rudeness, it makes you not want to sleep with her. Let's see how long you can hold out then. You will come crawling back. Because the truth is nothing to do with her disrespect. Yes, that can put you off and that can annoy you. But that's not the reason why you denied her intimacy for months, weeks, years sometimes. So be honest.
So how do I get a girlfriend to prove this theory wrong?
John, what do you, so I got a lot of feedback on Facebook, so I want to go round robin and see what you guys think as men.
Oh, I totally agree with her.
Yeah.
I completely. There's no way. I mean, even when, come on, Jess, you and I have been in relationships. Even when you're upset at your significant other, there's times you just want to fuck the shit out of him because you're just upset, right? Because, oh, yeah, you want to be rude? I mean, I'm gonna fuck that rudeness out of you. but no sex? Nah, there's something else going
Let's
on.
go round robin. No, John, you have to answer. That's not fun.
We know you have a porn addiction.
No, he does not.
No, but I agree with that too. It's always something else. It doesn't have to be you're fucking around, but porn can be very dangerous if you're not careful.
Yeah. Jeff?
I think it depends. If I had to deal with that bitch, I'd definitely be holding out.
Okay, fair. But like,
For weeks, months, up to a year?
well, some
No.
of the comments of the women, yes, they have been held out. Like, so it was interesting.
I think it just depends on what the situation is, because I know people, someone who's on the radio who always talks about he's never intimate because he just doesn't have the drive anymore. But if they're holding out because they're mad for months, no.
They're probably doing
Something else is going on, probably,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But break up then. Get divorced, whatever. Like, if it's that
Well,
bad,
that's the thing.
stop.
People are cowards.
Well, okay. I'm gonna let Julio go, and then I'll.
Really didn't.
I can't remember what we're talking about anymore.
But also, I'm not a good one to judge because I've been eternally single, so
No, I mean
I give up. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, fuck this. I ain't putting up with this.
But I think high level, what I was trying to get out of you, because I respect all of your opinions, is, you know, high level speaking. I think what she's trying to say, she just is a little more aggressive with it, is If a guy's telling you, "Oh, it's your fault we're not fucking," I'm like, there is no guy that ever says, like, very rare, "I'm not fucking you because you're rude." They'll be like, "Bitch, I'll fuck you," and then ignore you.
Exactly.
I mean, I've been mad and like rolled over,
And
but
then
not for even weeks at a time, much less months at a time.
fair. Okay.
Like
But-
even, I can even do it when I'm mad at the person. Yeah.
That's what I said.
I wrote that.
And I think when you play the holdout game, for the most part, I think the guy loses. Like, you can only, as a guy, I think women can hold out way longer.
Oh, there was just a thing on that. Go ahead, Julio. I want to hear your opinion, then I'll tell you what I think.
Oh no, it sounds pretty legit. Like something's definitely kind of happening behind the scenes. I mean, as a guy, it's like, how do you not want to? You know?
So I think we have to deduce this down. So when I posted it on Facebook, it was a split decision, and some guys got kind of upset. Like, and I think the reason they got upset, I knew these.
They got caught.
No. Absolutely not. These particular men that were very passionate, I know would never do that. That's the thing. None of the things. But they also would never hold out on a woman. So I get what.
Yeah, correct.
So they were passionate against the way she was aggressive. Like, this bitch is going to tell, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so I get that. So I want to say that first because I know them so well. Half of them agreed, right? They were like, 100% I agree. And some of them inboxed me and told me most times. I think you got to deduce down the real to what, say it without such harsh context. One, I'm with Jeff. I mean, we can be in the middle of a fight. You want to bang? I'm like, I'm in. We'll fight after again. But I think this can go both ways for men and women. But she's talking about truly holding out sex weeks, months, and there were women that were commenting.
Yeah, what is that word? Weaponizing it.
Weaponizing sex against them. 100%. We talked about, you weaponize kids, you weaponize sex. Yeah. And I think when these women that were actually commenting back were in defense of some men, I think it's situational, and I think that can be very true.
Yeah.
When it proceeds past months, though, just the genetic makeup alone of men and how they function, if he's not, I get it. There's guys that, they just don't want it anymore, absolutely don't want it. They don't function in that way anymore and don't care to fix it medically, and that's fine too. No judgment zone here. Yeah. But let's just talk about Gen Pop. Guys that go months with no other reason and are holding out even past a month. But I'll give it 3. Let's just say 3, because to me 3 is so long for a guy in a relationship, and he's saying, "I'm not fucking you because," or making love to you, whatever that is, because you're rude and disrespectful. Some of these women had sex held out from them for 10 plus years that were commenting. And they were like, and that's exactly when it finally came down to it, when they finally got the guts, and I'll go into why, they don't leave. They caught them cheating. They caught all these things. And I think the same would apply to women, guys. Women, when women love, we love so hard. Again, Gen Pop, guys. I know there's horrible. This mic is going in and out, in and out. There is, crappy women just like there's crappy men out there, but high level. But this could also go to women, too. Women don't just go deny their man of sex that they're in love with. Women can hold out longer. And I think women weaponize sex way more. Hey, John, my mic is way down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm working on it. So I'm trying to balance the background noise in your voice.
Okay.
And
Yeah. So, I think this can go both ways. I think what she is just trying to say is that I kind of like that. There's no man in history that's like, I don't want to bang my girl.
Yeah.
There's just like, it's not common. It's not common. So but I do see how her point. I think my favorite part of that was the girl part. Carrie Ann and I were laughing about the girl part, and Carrie Ann was one of the only woman that commented, and she said, I think there can be other. She had a great answer. Go read it on Facebook, guys. She's like, I think there could be a lot of things maybe going on, but if it is months, it's most likely infidelity going on on some level, whether that's porn or whatever that is, an actual person. I forget what the other thing was. Mistress or
like or
escorts.
Escorts.
Strippers.
Strippers. Well, no, not all strippers are escorts.
Yeah.
Not all escorts are strippers.
Correct.
And escorts and strippers need love too, and we will always say that on Tribe Called Jess, especially to our ones in Perth, hi, in Australia.
Much love,
day.
much love.
What do you think?
No, I totally agree, and it's situational. I mean, we're not saying every time that happens. I mean, there's been instances where you're upset. You're like, you know what? Leave me alone. Like, I don't want to. Like, leave me alone. Right? And you might be maybe up to a week, but if it's weeks, I mean, I don't even know if I could be upset for that long to begin with, let alone hold out.
I scream at you guys for 5 minutes and I forget what happened.
That's what I'm saying. So
I
it's
literally go off in the chat. I'm like, fuck all you guys. I hate you. Your guys are assholes. And then 5 minutes later, so love you guys. Are we going to do this concert? No.
and I think it depends what age also you're in a relationship. Because I know when I was in my 20s, man, my woman cannot lay next to me because instant hard on, like boom, like she was next to me. I was like, every night I wanted to, every night my body wanted to fuck. So,
And OG Dad said there are greater issues than sex if this going on. I 100% agree. Obviously, that's true. Try not to let it get to that. And then, it's easy to tell women and men to leave. I've been married, and good and bad times, right?
Yeah.
But when you look at your children, even though you don't want to show them a bad example of a relationship, you also don't want to hurt your kids. And like it's especially when there's children involved. But when I had the big breakup on my last relationship of 7 years, right? That's your whole life. And the older you get, it's your whole life, and it's really hard to change your whole life, especially as you get older. So I think it's challenging. I think we want to be hopeful. And we want to believe, and sometimes things can be fixed. And yes, I agree with Jeff, just leave. But it is easier said than done, I think, in your mind. Once you make that leap, you're good.
Yeah.
But making that leap is really, really hard.
I mean, I don't criticize about you, like someone trying to hang on to it and trying everything. When I say people are cowards, is don't be fucking around, like cheating, Either break up and then go do your thing. Don't cheat and then still try to be with the person.
Betrayal to me is dirty.
Yeah, it's that's cowardice.
There is no doubt. I've been cheated on. It's heartbreaking. I would never tolerate it again. Yeah. That did not happen to me in my last relationship. So kudos for that.
Yeah.
Spicy Ron, what if she's sick and in the hospital and I have needs? I have twofold answers there. I'm not going to critique the question too much. I think if you're with somebody and you want to have that conversation up front and put that in writing, I don't know how to answer that.
That's where communication and maturity comes in.
Communication,
right? There's you and her.
And me personally, I think that is extremely circumstantial to what is going on. I probably would just stick by that person and go on, but I'm not in that position.
Yeah.
I've never been at an age where I felt like I had to have those hard conversations.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to answer you, Spicer. I don't know how I would deal with that. I mean, loyalty, of course, but I think that can happen. What if
those
are years, and I mean, and you said keep me alive, but you're a vegetable. I don't know a proper term, and I don't want to be rude. And you said, "Oh, keep me alive." Now it's been 10 years. Well, I think that those are conversations that should be written down. But good,
ahead of time.
I don't know if you meant that more, but that's actually a decent question.
Yeah, that's a really good question, and that's the times where you have to also look in the mirror, right? You have to ask yourself questions like, what's more important, to me, like my sexual needs or what my significant other thinks or what they expect of me. So those are really hard questions you have to consider and talk to your significant other about.
Look, if you're at the point of walking out and you're going to go bang somewhere, you fucking leave. You leave that person, you take care of them, you make sure they're set up, but don't you dare betray, especially you got kids involved in a whole life.
And you don't want that reputation either.
Get your vagina and close your legs and get your dick and put it back in your pants and do the right thing and get it taken care of, and then go out and do your thing, because betrayal is so hurtful. It's dirty. It hurts kids, and it's always a trickle down effect.
Yeah.
Right? So betrayal is dirty, and stop it. Anyway, let's go to my favorite subject. And then
let's
we'll
go to
get
something
out of
else
here.
that's dirty.
I don't know, but I think we're being rickrolled right now.
What's that mean?
Oh, ooh. So for a while on YouTube, there was a trend where they would put a video of something, and then it was just, I forgot his name for a second. I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you down.
Rick Astley.
It is Rick.
It's called getting rickrolled.
Yeah, and so like let's say it was a video of puppies, and next thing you know, it's Rick Astley playing, and they're gonna give you up.
Why do you think we're getting whatever?
They're literally playing it right now outside.
Oh, never gonna let you down. You know, I lived in England when this came out.
Oh wow.
Yes, dessert,
Rick
and
roll
I want
in
you
real
to
life.
know, I had my boom box, and I would put radio, and I had my tape, and I recorded it, and Jacob was a little thing, and he would sit there on Sunday.
Oh,
and
that's
just
that-
recording music.
That's that technology my parents used.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, like when you used to have to write down the lyrics to figure out what they were saying.
Dude, Julio criticizes me because I would make up, well, I guess there weren't even words. It was just sounds because I didn't know what they were saying. I was like, man, we had it hard. We had to try to listen to what they were saying.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can Google and see the lyrics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You had to try, yeah. Oh.
Yes, it's mainly because
Don't you feel like it's so silent now that you don't hear the
I
band
know.
in your head? Now you're like, wait, should I talk?
Can we put some
All right,
down in the
let's get
background?
this show on the road. So, you know my favorite subject is flirting because I'm terrible
Because
at
you're
it.
so great at it.
I'm so fucking terrible. But you know what? I feel justified because
Oh, yeah?
I talk to a lot of women, and I read that we're going to talk about the Peter method, and it's not Peter like that guy, so get your head out of the gutter.
Yes.
Like Peter, like a wiener. Not like that.
barely know him.
But I felt vindicated with this article because a lot of girls, this article was chicks in New York City, but I've talked to girls and they're like, no, especially as you get older, even into your 30s, and you've been in a relationship, you forget how to flirt, and you're like, I don't even know how to flirt anymore, and not look like a fucking idiot. And then dating apps across the board, every article I'm reading, by the way, they're just on the flop. They're on the like down. Like I deleted all mine, but they are on the like going out of style.
So speed dating's coming back.
It's gonna be AI. Watch, we're gonna AI ourselves.
Yeah,
everywhere.
ourselves.
Well, you saw that reel I sent you, right?
No, let's not get off topic. So, well, I need to stay on topic. So, I felt kind of vindicated because it is scary. I get nervous. So, they have what?
I want to hear this so badly.
This is a girl.
Your vindication.
Well, this is my.
If she tries it and it works, then vindication.
Well, you're trying to connect with a stranger. You haven't done it in so long. I mean, to me, hooking up's one thing. Flirting and like actually making an effort is different. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
All
listening.
right. So this was a Peter method. Marissa Mullen from TikTok made this up, and it's the Peter method of flirting. And then the girl Mia, who wrote the article, changed it. Did you guys look it up on TikTok? Like
I saw it.
asked?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then you know.
I didn't see it.
Okay, so I would come up to somebody and I'd make eye contact. That's the first step. And then you say, Peter? And then he says no. If he says yes, you have to kind of change the script. But most guys are going to say no. And you'd be like, oh my God, you look so much like my friend's cousin, Peter. Like, blah, blah, blah. And if he likes you, he'll continue the convo. And if he doesn't like you, he'll move on. Well, she struck out on all of this. All of this. Go ahead, Jeff. I see you just chomping at the bit.
No, I was just gonna say she just totally stole this from Pauly Shore.
I have no idea. She just put this was on TikTok.
Yeah, so it's the Lisa method. Because Pauly Shore used to have a joke about anytime you see a big group of hot girls, just say, "Hey, Lisa," and one of them's bound to be named Lisa, and you can start talking to them, and you can vibe them out to see what happens. We used to do that all the time. Me and Bard and Mark and those guys, we'd go to Hammer Jacks, see a group of girls, and be like, Lisa.
Well, it was also in Love and Other Drugs. Jake Gyllenhaal did it to one of the hot account executives. But thanks for sharing with me, guys, when I was begging for flirting advice. Go ahead, John.
This is 100% how I landed my wife, by the way.
Tell us.
Yeah, this is
You said, hi,
MySpace.
are you Peter?
No, yeah. I said, hi, are you Peter? Are you Lisa? No, I pulled the whole MySpace. We had mutual friends and that whole line. And
What? Tell me. This is
MySpace.
awesome. I
Yeah.
didn't even know.
For our young listeners, John, what's my
dude, back in the day, MySpace, you had to browse, and you could browse by singles and copied and pasted the same message. Oh, I think we have mutual friends together, and then was waiting for a bite. And as soon as I got a bite, that's how I met a lot of people before Tracy, and then that's how,
Really?
yeah.
I'm going to do this now, guys. This is going to be... So, Mia kept striking out. So, she did step 1 and 2, made eye contact, and said, Peter. But step 3, she changed because when you're like, oh, you look like my friend's cousin, or you know what I mean? You're kind of like cousin, like not kind of like, do you think my friend's cousin's hot? Like that's maybe to a guy. So she started saying, oh God, so sorry. You look like someone I matched with on Hinge.
See, that's good.
It's more like, hey, I'm out there, I'm dating.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it wasn't you. God, you look so much like him. I kind of liked it because then it's kind of like, then for me, I'm fucked because I'm not on Hinge.
It's an easy icebreaker. It just kind of gets things going. It's not awkward, and if it gets weird, you'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. It's not who I thought you were. And move along.
But is that flirting or is that icebreakers? And is that two different things?
But I think
Icebreakers is like, how much does a polar bear weigh? Polar bear weigh?
I
Enough
think-
to break the ice, and then you introduce
But
yourself.
thank you, John, for the support because I think for me, you guys laugh at me, but I do I shake. I don't.
We don't laugh. We cackle. We enjoy the show, Jess.
See, you're making this is where I am relatable to people, and you're making me unrelatable because I am honestly to God saying I get nervous.
Yeah.
And so like John said, it's a way for me to say something and then I don't feel as like nervous. It's not the rejection so much, it's just so awkward. And like I'm like, oh, I'm like that dorky girl that's like, oh, I don't know what
Well,
to
most
do.
of us are like that. It's only a few people that are like smooth and like.
I don't know.
you know.
All my girlfriends have no problem. No fucking problem.
I refuse to believe that they don't have to get
What
nervous
girls
at
do you
all.
know? Well, some of them have boyfriends, but what girls do you know that I hang out with that are shy like me? They're not.
Not to that extreme, but I'm saying, but there's still to a certain level, nobody's ever that 100% all the time. Like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. So, and those are icebreakers. Icebreakers are different than flirting.
I mean, for me, that would be flirty.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. This is how we complicate things so much, right? A girl. This is how simple a girl can flirt: eye contact and a smile.
Yeah,
That
but
says
Frankie,
everything.
In your head, it's simple. Like you talk to me about, like you do this so effortlessly. You keep this together. So those things I do, right? Because you feel like you can't. So for me, this is one of those things where I honestly get fucking nervous, like scared, like almost like a lump in my throat. Like I can't go up there. Like stop dead in my tracks.
Okay, and that's what I said. So what you do is, if you think somebody's attractive, you make eye contact and you smile, and you know what that tells the guy? Come on over and talk to me.
Wait, what
That's
did I-
literally opening the door
What
to.
did I say? What, your eyes are. Wait, what was it? That's how I flirt. Your eyes are.
Where your eyes are cross-eyed.
No, remember the whole thing? And I was like, your eyes are nice. And you were like, that's Jessica flirting. Not your eyes are nice.
You have two eyes.
No. We had a whole discussion on this.
I have to go
Made
back through the
fun of
seasons.
me.
I don't remember anything.
You have beautiful eyes too. Like you guys made this whole skit about me and made fun of me.
You make so much fun of her. I don't even know which one it was.
Oh God.
But that's what I'm saying, Jess. It's that simple for you to invite a guy to talk to you, because the guy's already, he's already checked. If a guy checks you out, he likes you. The guy is just trying to build up the courage to come and say hi, because usually the guy's the one that, breaks
Waiting
the
for
ice.
an
So
opening.
we come up, waiting for an opening. We come up with the silly one-liners. And I always say, it's not about how creative we are. If the girl finds you attractive, they're gonna laugh. If it's a stupid thing, you're just gonna be like, oh, that's so silly, it's stupid, right? If they don't like you, it doesn't matter how smooth your line is. You're gonna be like, oh, idiot.
And walk away.
Yeah. But as a woman, you make eye contact and you smile. That says, oh, I can go talk to her. And then you don't even have to start the conversation.
I do the work.
They will
Yeah.
do the work. The man will
Exactly.
do the work. If he's a man, if he's just someone who just, like sometimes I do, just stare until I
That's a
become.
creeper.
Yeah. It's such a thing. There's such a moment where a guy can only stare so long, and then we become the creeper.
You're all
Yeah.
fucking creeps. To
Yeah,
me.
no, it's like, okay, because I'm telling you women make it known. And then obviously there's some guys that we fail to see the signs, but that's our problem.
Yeah, like 3 years later, it's like, oh, she gave me.
That's always what happens to me. They fail to see the signs, and then they like me exactly what you're saying 3 years later, and I'm like, oh, I've been over that for a long time. Fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is so me. That is so me.
But start with that. Start with the eye contact and a smile. See how that works. And then you could do some of these icebreakers.
No, it was.
Hey, I like your Peter. I mean,
What was that thing? It was like, you also have nice eyes. We had this whole, you made fun of me. We talked about it, and it was actually kind of entertaining. But anyway, fuck this. Hooking up is so much hooking up is so much easier, so much better. And what do we say? We say life is too short for bad sex, shitty relationships, and it is not giving you income?
Yeah, income.
Inspiration?
Or an orgasm.
Why are we fucking with it? Take good care, guys. Tune in next week at 8:30. We appreciate you tuning in.
Later.
Merch.
Oh, merch, guys. Merch.
Yes.
Tribe Called
Tribe Called merch.
Shop TribeCalledJess.com.
Shop TribeCalledJess.com, guys.
Here's the fresh gear. Look at that.
We have merch, so hook it up.
TCB 40 Saturday.
Oh, yes. TCB 40 Saturday. GA is sold out, but we have other tickets available. So come down and watch DMV's longest running and most successful Muay Thai kickboxing promotion here at the Salisbury Center. It is so much fun. I will be here.
I'll be here too.
Losing my mind.
It's a twofer, right?
It's a twofer. It's a doubleheader, guys. Doors open at 3, I believe, and show starts at 4. Am I correct, Joe?
3:30.
3:30, and show starts at 4. So it's going to be an exciting night of fights, and it's always fun. TCB and Cagezilla.
Great event.
So fun.
Come through. I'll be here.
Yep, we'll all be here. Well, Julio, I don't know. But we'll see you at... All right, let's try this again.
I'm going to come and flirt.
Take good care, guys. Talk next week.
Later.